Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another stream. We had a lot of fun yesterday in terms of the the two deliveries that we made. Hopefully today we'll have fun. I'm only doing one delivery, but it's one very long delivery. Maybe I can show you guys there on the map. Yeah, it's 166 kilometers, actual 166. Remember we use the real distance and time mode here on the gaming streams. So yeah, 166. I think it's going to be the only delivery for the day. But it's going to be fun at least. I've changed the engine. I don't know if it's notable. But yeah, a new engine. Very early in the morning. I think it's around 6. Yeah, 6 a.m. in the game. And it is at this point when we lower our suspensions. Yeah, 6 a.m. in the morning. Hoping that we won't run into a lot of traffic, especially in the first 2 hours. Or in the next 1 hour, that is. This is the truck that we are using, the trailer, sorry. Beautiful trailer. It's time to go. What's happening? If that was in real life and my gearbox behaved the way it behaved. Nasema hivi, ingekuwa real life and my gearbox behaving, unajua hiyo ni knock. Hiyo yenye unaona RPM zimerusha hivi zimeenda hadi 30. Hiyo ni knock immediately. Inaitwa money shift. Na sijui mbona ina behave hivi. I was to change the gearbox. That is from the Logitech gear, the one that I'm using, but I didn't find time. Very busy during the morning hours, and even yesterday when we ended the stream. So I'm still on the Logitech gearbox, but it's okay. By the time, maybe during the weekend is when I'll make the changes. But I had forgotten how much I love this engine. That is the Cummins ISM. Since I started playing on version 1.59, I haven't used this engine specifically, but I added it yesterday. It's a free mod, FYI. It's available on Steam, it's available on Tracky Mods. So if you're interested in getting it, you can just jump on either of those two platforms and download it for free. But yeah, I hope you guys been good since the last time we saw each other yesterday at maybe 8 p.m. my time. Slight traffic up ahead. Still fancy my chances of overtaking them. So let's just keep an eye on that. See whether or not, but I'm seeing the road has a lot of turns. Despite the fact that they have the broken yellow lines, it's going to be a bit difficult to orchestrate and overtake in such corners. It's going to be difficult. And we have about, is it 3 trucks up ahead? So maybe I get ahead of the one that's using the low boy, and then I'll overtake the fire truck and the other one in round 2. But there's a stop sign up ahead. Maybe I'll even get a chance to set the calibration. This is the problem with the head tracker. Mess with it a bit, it gets messed up. It's fucked. I think I have to train myself on how to properly use this beam eye tracker. It normally confuses me, especially the first 20 minutes of the stream. I normally find myself struggling with it a lot. So you can see it's not even working. should overtake this guy at this time. Stop sign ahead. Morgan anasema it's fine, nothing is broken. I managed to pull it out of the fire. Sahi iko sawa. Roger, the issue is nikisema broken inakuanga in terms of it's not looking at where I'm looking at. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know kama hiyo statement ina make sense. It's skinny lizard. In terms of, you see now I'm looking straight like the way I would be looking if I was actually in a rail track or in a rail car. It's actually capturing where I'm looking at right now. Now if it was not working accordingly, it will be like this, but instead I'm looking ahead. But it's still a new software, I'm getting used to using it. That is the beam eye tracker. I'm still learning how to use it. Yesterday I had a very difficult time with it when I launched the game. The mistake that I made is I launched the game before I launched the software. But now I've learned I need to launch the software first and then I launch the game. I'm still learning. I was so used to using OpenTrack, that is the open source free software, and it worked very well for me, if I'm being honest. I would even encourage, if someone wanted to start using the head tracking, they start using that one, and then they can even start upgrading bit by bit. But yeah, it's working now perfectly, no complaints. Need to be careful around here. Very beautiful day. It's currently 6:19 a.m. That is on the game. I had assumed that at this time there wouldn't be a lot of traffic. But there's a lot of traffic on the roads. And I think they've confused each other up ahead. Yeah, something happened. You can see someone is blocking. How will we maneuver out of this one? The guy up front is not moving. Huh. Okay. Just have to do a maneuver. Around. It's so early. It's 6:20 in the game and the AI cars are already messing up our day. But we'll maneuver. This is not something new. Anyone that has been here, you know how much these AI cars bring us a lot of pain normally. Morgan is around, he's telling us to go through the corners. We'll damage the truck, bro. We'll damage the truck if we decide to follow that advice. We're going to Mexico, FYI. Today I've decided to put an end to the claims that people have been making online, claiming that I don't like Mexico. You know yourselves. Today we are going to Mexico. We'll get to the border, and our documentation is going to be checked. I have valid documents to go to Mexico. So I'm going to put a sleep to those irrelevant claims. Do you have a hat that sometimes? Yeah, I used to do that, by the way. I used to do that, especially when I was using OpenTrack. I used to find myself that I was using it with a hat on. Well, that is when I was wearing a hat, and I realized it's causing problems. But now you know. Maybe you can tell me about this one. I have my headphones on. My headphones. Oh, bro, what are you doing, bro? He's just gotten a new Mustang. He thinks he can overtake everyone on the road. He came out of nowhere. Anyway, I was saying, do you think the fact that I have my headphones on, it might be the reason why it behaves that way? That car came out of nowhere. Who has claimed that you don't like Mexico? It's unfortunate. Yeah. There have been some couple of people coming on the stream and telling me that apparently I don't like Mexico. So I've decided today we are going to Mexico just to put an end to those claims. I have all the valid documents. I have everything needed at the border. At the border. You guys will be here when we are crossing, going to Mexico. We are not carrying anything illegal. I'm as valid as they come. Lizard is telling us possibly. But now, at the same time, it only does that during the first 5 minutes of when I start the game. After that, it starts behaving. We have enough fuel. Yes, we do have enough fuel. I think we are passing through Nevada, and then at the same time we'll also go through California before we cross over to Mexico. So it's going to be a very interesting drive. Very bumpy on the road. What are you doing? Say. Are you seeing how crazy these AI cars are? He didn't even bother stopping to say he's sorry. Today we are getting tested. This is the second time. You remember that crazy overtake? And then that other guy, this guy comes out of nowhere. It's nice to hear you. You are as legit as they come. Are you by the window? Am I by the window? There's a window next to me, but I have a very strong curtain on it that doesn't even allow light to go through. I'm thinking that maybe the other issue could be the lighting. That is whereby I'm doing what? I'm in a dark room. In terms of maybe the camera is not seeing me that clearly. But so far, other than that, the initial moments that we had initially, I think it's okay. So you can just go ahead and just take one turn up ahead. Why do they want me to go through all this? You can just go ahead. You missed the joke. Bro, I'm trying so hard to concentrate. You see how difficult it has been on the road with the AI cars. But now maybe we have a chance to go over what you're saying. It's nice to hear you are as legit as they come. I've missed that one. Nasema not my joke. I'm so confused right now. What was the joke? Who said the joke? Don't want to block anyone. Nasema hiyo comment ya window. So you go over again. Back on the highway. .142 kilometers remaining. We started with 166. It's actually morning. You can even see with the amount of cars we have on the roads. 6:35. 6:35 a.m. Is this a reasonable amount of traffic at this time? I don't know. I'm not confident about it because I'm normally not outside at this time. That is at 6:30 in the morning. So I'll be the worst person to comment on whether this is the actual number of cars that are on the road at this time. So maybe you guys can assist me with that one. Truck is black like your soul. As black as your soul. It's okay to have a black soul. As cold as my heart, as black as my soul. Which one is more darker? As black as my soul or as cold as my heart? Which one would you not want to have? A cold heart or a black soul? Hey, but I think a black soul is more dangerous. I think a black soul or a dark soul is more dangerous than a cold heart. So many cops on the road in the morning. I would rather have a cold heart than a black soul. Helps me get through things. Yeah. By the way, having a cold heart or having a dark soul or a black soul is I will highly advise it. The truck up ahead thought he'd left me behind. The joke is on him. The joke is on him. And he's very lucky this is a very slow road. Otherwise, I would have flown past him very quickly. Highly advisable to have a black soul. A cold heart. Just realized today that Arbeloa is the Fulham manager. When did that happen? I've just heard about that now. I didn't know about that one. Why are you guys talking about dark souls? we are trying to recruit you for our cult. We started a cult, me and Skinny Lizard, a few days ago, and we are gathering as many members as possible. Unfortunately for you, you don't have a choice. The fact that you have already commented on the channel, that means you have already registered. You've already registered to be a part of this cult. So yeah, your life. We've already registered you as one of our members, sorry. So we'll be sending letters to you very soon and sending you invites to come and live at our house. We've already bought a very big mansion. That is where all our members reside. So, and you can't decline, unfortunately. When we choose you, we have chosen you. Bro, don't stop, bro. You've wasted a lot of time. You have wasted a lot of time. I changed the rims on the front tires. I don't know if it's noticeable. Unfortunately, I don't think it's noticeable. Whoa. It's picking up very fast. That is the speed. Three trucks up ahead. It's going to be difficult overtaking them. I think we are carrying 19 tons. That's about 36,000 pounds. Going to Austin. Oh, by the way, we are going to Austin. That is, yeah, we're passing through Austin. Here comes the slow mountains. Exposed to kufanya zile mock 3 and ended up someone from my class getting suspended. Someone from your class got suspended. That is a story I can't remember. I don't think this is Austin. This is not the Austin we are used to. Ama there's another place called Austin in USA. I thought they were referring to Austin, Texas. But by the way, we wouldn't be going there. So it's probably another Austin. People have told before that my mom scares them, but she's nicer than I am. Will follow or I make you. This is going to be a difficult overtake. I don't even think we should even try attempting an overtake here, guys. This is going to be very, very annoying. These two trucks, they are going to annoy the shenanigans out of us. Just nice and slow. There's no need to hurry. Why do they say that your mom scares them? Now the best thing about driving slowly is we can even read the comments as soon as they come in. There's someone carrying a double container up ahead. He's the one who's causing all this trouble. You see the guy up ahead that has two containers. He's the architect of all this misery. And we are losing speed at a very, 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 very quick rate. Morgan says, yeah, ilikuwa such a weird story. Just attempt the overtake. What do you think is going to happen? Die, eh? No. We want to be responsible drivers. That says good question. Yeah, we would love to know why they say your mom scares them. another stop. I'd have overtaken them like yesterday. That tells us everything we need to know about you as a driver. He's brake testing me. You listen to my advice. You're okay. Who thought that would happen? You're not going to gaslight me into thinking that the reason why everything went on the way it did is because of you. And I think we need to fire you. You know, you are our consulting co-driver on the channel. I don't feel safe whenever you advise me on doing certain things on the road. And your behavior has been highly noted. It's like you have the opposite goal to what we have. Our goal is to arrive as safely and with zero damage. I don't know if you are aware of that. Almost 7 a.m. in the game. 5 minutes to 7. Share the channel goals. I'm also a damage control expert. If you are a damage control expert, I would be very worried, because most of the times you're the one causing the damage. Today I'm not sure about the way the graphics look today. Should we adjust the graphics when we stop? And we bring on some better skies or something, better clouds. I think we should do that in our next stop. I'm still behind. I can't go for an overtake from here. Miscalculation. We should change the weather this time. not changing anything at all. I'm trying to go through the skyboxes. Why are we stopping? Oh, dark. It's not moving, it's just decided to stop there. Mom has called stuff before it happens. I'm the same way. But I've always told people I don't care about the short term, it's the long term game I'm after. Yeah. I also subscribe to the same kind of thinking. In terms of I prefer prioritizing the long term ahead of the short term. Yeah, I actually subscribe to the same kind of thing too. In terms of prioritizing the short term is not good. It's not that it's not good. I don't prefer prioritizing the short term over the long term. I prefer prioritizing the long term. And lately a lot of sports cars have been pulling up on the game. Perhaps that mod is now working as it should have been working. I don't like the blue skies, just plain blue. I prefer having the clouds up. Something a bit more. And I'm trying to change it, but it's misbehaving. That one is too dark. Maybe I can deal with this one. This one looks better, even in terms of the clouds. final destination is Mexico. A place called Tecate, Mexico. We have 112 kilometers remaining. Maybe someone can do a quick conversion. I don't know how many miles that is. This is a Lamborghini up ahead. And just like that, he's disappeared. Thoughts on Lacroix? Lacroix, has he gone to a new team? Has he joined a new team? Bro, it looks like we are going to heaven. The clouds, the sun rays. What's happening? He's possibly joining Chelsea. Chelsea are very obsessed. I don't know why they are buying him without releasing the other players. They have a lot of dead wood when it comes to the defensive part of their team, and I think they should release some of these players before they even start thinking about getting other players. A lot of unnecessary and unreliable and available players, especially in that defense, especially in the defense. Especially in the defense, they have a lot of. What is this guy doing? Just switching lanes. A 103 kilometers remaining. That means we've driven so fast in the last 10 kilometers. From 112 to 103. Looks like we drove so fast. It appears we drove so fast. The yellow line prohibits us from overtaking here. But it's okay, I'm saying there's a junction up ahead. So there's probably no need to do what to be in a hurry. because you'll just overtake all of them just to go and stop a few meters ahead. They aren't buying players, defenders, for the defenders. Under the Terra Twins, I'm not sure who moves for them. Terra Twins is who and who? I'm assuming who, Adrebi, or what is his name? Tosin is among the people you're talking about. He's among the Terra Twins that you're referencing. Disasi and Badiashil. Disasi si alienda. Si alienda Aston Villa on a permanent. Ama ilikuwa loan. I'm not sure. Today we are just driving the desert. I think this is Nevada, if I'm not wrong. Nevada has a lot of mini deserts like this. That is the area they built. What is it called? Area 51, where they keep all the aliens. What's happening? I'm trying to change the weather and it's not accepting. Should pause it and try when the game is paused. It's actually not responding to the changes I'm trying to make. I don't want train. Yeah, that is better. I prefer it looking like this. Skinny anasema the thing in the middle of the windshield is bugging me. That is the thing that separates the windshield. That is from the left and the right. I think that is what he's referring to. Apparently, Mimi, see apparently, what is the best word? For me, it doesn't bother me because most of the time I'm just looking at through the driver's window. I've forgotten what it feels like driving such a powerful engine. Najua the only difference ni from 400 horsepower to 435. Hiyo ndio imeleta all this, imeleta hii confusion yote. Just jumping from 400 to 435. Okay, last season Disarsi alikuwa loan West Ham. The season before alikuwa loan Aston Villa. So after season iishe amerudi Chelsea. Ni kama struggles na Rashford. Rashford. Shida ya Rashford ni wages. The reason why Barcelona has signed Adeyemi and Gordon, it's not because that our really pia at their miles off, their miles ahead of Rashford. The difference is how really wages zao ni considerable, especially for a club that's like Barcelona. $92 kilometers remaining, guys. 92 kilometers. I don't know if we park it somewhere for some 20 minutes. We get a break and then we come back and deliver. I was thinking we do that after. Can't believe tunaingia another season na Rashford. I've never been so disappointed. Alafu kuna United fans. Rashford is a youngster, still a youngster, still developing. I want to see if there's somewhere else we can stop before we go into Mexico. So where will we stop? So we'll stop somewhere here before these mountains. Still have a long way to go before we get to checkpoint number 4. So maybe we'll do it somewhere along this highway. Shida hizi map very poor when it comes to configuration. Because that's I don't understand why they're making me take the wrong route. They just drive ahead and come out this other side. You see the way they are wasting my time with the fake shenanigans. So that has reduced it to 73 kilometers. Yeah, calibration is very important. We had to clear that track. Was complaining about his beloved Man United. He's still wondering what Rashford is doing at the club. What will you do with him? You can't sell him kwa sababu yeye anataka a lot of wages. Angalia jam iko mbele ya Mungu. Oh lolo. Oh lolo. Ay 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 ay. Mwe venye jam imeshikana huko mbele. Niko very tempted nirushe overtake, but wacha nikuwe patient. I want to be very patient these days when it comes to these hills and corners. Rashid hafai kukubaliwa kurudi. He's a cancer. There's no way of you offloading him, bro. Climbed all the way from the other side. By the way, ningekuwa nimerusha overtake. Unaona hiyo barabara yote hakuna oncoming. Ndio hiyo basi inakuja. Shida sasa ya hapa, ukimiscalculate tu kidogo tu uende una overtake. Unaona the fact that it's a hill and you are having your truck is very heavy, you need to be sure utaweza kuovertake na hakuna oncoming. Jusa ukifika pale katikati pale kwa zile za green and then kukuwe na oncoming, utatii. Juu sasa utaanza utabidi usimame. Hawa sewa AI hakuna hata mmoja wao atasema akuachie space urudi kwa lane. So utarudi huko chini kabisa. Alafu pia the trailer is very heavy. Haina ile speed yenye inakuwa nayo on a flat land. Hata hapa ni risky sana. Hapo pia ni risky. Because of the turn up ahead. taenda kutana hapo nikutane na gari ingine. So let me just rest my laurels. Tukue tu patient. Tumetoka huko chini vizuri pole hakuna haraka. Let's just get there. I'm hoping it's not raining. Ama naona vitu zangu. I think it has started raining. The reason why it's moving a lot is because I'm using my phone. Fuck, I'm losing speed. Nini inaendelea mnasimama randomly? Alafu sijui mbona they are break checking each other hapa mbele. Si unaona? Tunaenda and then someone stops random. Mafala sana. I'll reduce the traffic. Tukimaliza gaming leo, nita reduce traffic. I had increased the traffic. Sikuwa najua kuko na hii ingine hapa mbele. I thought the green one was the last one. Sorry. So now after surviving such slow hills, there's usually a tendency whereby you want to overspeed so much. But we still have to face another set of slow mountains when we get to Mexico, and we know how brutal the mountains in Mexico are. So you guys just buckle up. Oh my god. Another set of slow cars ahead. Naenda wapi mse? Where is he going? Sasa hata Rashford akirudi Man U na sahi Matthias Cunha amechukua number 10. He wears jersey number 10. What is going to happen? Anasema of course. See, Rashford is your designated number 10. He was the one who was occupying the number 10 previously. Number 10, the reason why, kama wote wangekuwa Man U at the same time, Cunha would have not gotten the number 10. Sijui kama huyu jamaa wa yellow ako too close. I think he's too close. Siwezi ruka hiyo lane. Let me just allow him to go. Nakaa kona haraka huyu jamaa. It's like he's going somewhere very very urgently. Don't want to stop his, make him late or something. 53 kilometers remaining, boys and girls. I'm seeing they're exiting up ahead. Maybe we should just take it down a notch. Cunha appear and Rashford number 10. Traffic ahead. Shadungwa warning. Almost 8 AM in the game. I don't know why the planes look color pink. Maybe there's something we are missing. The graphics are loading as slowly as possible. 50 kilometers remaining, ladies and gentlemen. I know I had said we'll have a scheduled stop, but I think that will happen when we get to Mexico. This is the first time we're using this road. We've never used this one when you're going to Mexico. Yeah. We normally use the El Paso. We normally use El Paso when you're going through Mexico. When you're going to Mexico, though. But this one is very bumpy and it has a lot of potholes. Bernardino. Sijui mbona niko very tempted kurudia Game of Thrones. Morgan, hujatupea update? Hujatupatia update ya season 4 Prison Break? As you address those claims, wacha tusome your latest comment. Unasema sasa we are past that. Akia nani asante ya punda ni mateke. Uni Morgan anaongea vibaya hivi about Rashford. Akia nani binadamu ni kina nani? Rashford atachukua ingine. I'm also low-key thinking about Kunya Rashford link up. Siamini wewe ndio unarusha Rashford hivi chini ya maji. Siamini wewe ndio unarusha Rashford hivi chini ya meza. I mean, you're throwing shades at Rashford. And I remember at a given time he was the reason for all your happiness. Jamaa anakula doba hapo. The last kutoka tuguze 60 kilometers tumekimbia. Dere hataki mchezo. Udere hata amesema msiende, hakuna stop. Ni moja kwa moja hadi Mexico. Hata hiyo stop yenye tulikuwa tumeschedule, we are not even doing it. Moja kwa moja hadi Mexico. Hatuwezi chelewesha mzigo. Sisi we normally we don't arrive late. I know you guys know our reputation here on the channel. We've only arrived late once, and the reason is because we had to do what to the time? To fast forward the time. Because we didn't want to drive at night. Otherwise, every other time, we always arrive on time. We're exiting up ahead. Kidogo. Unajua sasa nimenotice hii nini iko very fraud. It's very fraud like. It's like Morgan. The navigation system, it's very fraud like. Morgan anasema, I've never been gassed about Rashford. I have been calling his attitude out kutoka the COVID days. Sahi unajua sahi unaweza sema hivyo. Because you know very well hatuna hands-on evidence. But nakushuku sana. I highly doubt you. Kwa nasema tangu tuguze 60 kilometers dere ni kusepa. Kusepetuka. Mzigo lazima ifike Mexico in time. Kesho ni Friday. You know what that means? You know how long the stream is going to be tomorrow. But sasa shida ni moja. Unaona last week when we did a very long stream on Friday. But sasa unajua the disadvantage ya last week is we did an evening stream. But kesho will begin at 4 and we'll go all the way up to 11. I don't know how many hours that. It's even 7 hours. Kesho is Friday, boys and girls. So make sure you've subscribed and you have the notifications turned on. Unlike your partners. Okay guys, it's not a good joke. I'm sorry. It's not a good one. It's a good joke, but it's very offensive. So yeah, sorry for saying that. Sometimes I get carried away with the jokes here on the channel, you know? But don't mind it. Morgan anasema I've heard you mention me in a fraudulent context. Explain yourself. Bro, the amount of time nimesema fraudulent leo ni mingi. I'll probably unfortunately sikumbuki which occasion I called you a fraud. I know it sounds like an excuse though. Ai, mbona nachanganikiwa na gears? What's happening? Leo ni kama nachanganikiwa sana in terms of switching the gearbox. Shida ile gear ingine ni I feel it requires a lot of energy to change it. Si kama hii ya Logitech, advantage yake ni it's very easy on the hand. The other one requires maybe a lot of force, and considering how much time we are spending on the stream and how much distances we are covering, you normally end up having a lot of forearm workouts on my left hand because I'm using my left hand to change the gears. So nitapata left hand yangu imekuwa kubwa kuliko right hand yangu. Then you guys will start accusing me of other things. So ndio maana nakuanga very conflicted about going back to the other gear. Sijai find a way of making it easier ama requiring less force. It will have to I'll have to open it up, and you need a lot of time, say, then putting it back together again. I'll have to check the map again. Is unaona sasa the problem. Why are you making me go through all these unnecessary places? Where are we? Hey, we still have a long distance to go. 57. Not 57, 31. Have you registered as a PWD? PWD inamaanisha nini? Morgan, labda utuambie PWD means what? We are not familiar with such terms. KFC. should stand and do some stretches. Person with disability. Why are you asking me if I'm registered as a person with disability? You know me very well. You know I don't have any disabilities. Is that a dig? Are you taking a dig at me? I think you're taking a dig at me. Thinking we go in here and we go and we get a 5-minute break and then we'll be back. I know you guys won't be bothered a lot. I've been here for the last 2 hours, 12 minutes. Maybe you guys allow me to go and get a few minutes of rest. I won't even bother going into a full stop. We'll just park somewhere here. That was not my intention. This is where I wanted to stop. I almost got myself going to the other side. So yeah, let me leave you guys with a better angle. So maybe 10 minutes and then I'll be back. Hope everybody's back on the track. In the track, that is. We finish up the delivery. We have some 31 kilometers remaining. I hope everyone is back. Before we take off, everyone is here. Confirm if your friend is here. The skies have magically... Okay, before we move, let us confirm something. Skybox 5. There's something I want to test. I don't know why the weather has been behaving so poorly today. It hasn't been adaptive. It hasn't been adaptive. That is weather number 1. The number 2. So number 3 is for the rain. Number 4 is clear. So the odd numbers it's rain, the even numbers it's clear. Okay. Okay, we've done that. Let me confirm something on the skyboxes. 0, 1. Three is very dark. So 6 looks best. Very cloudy. Let's check out 7. Not bad. 8. I prefer 6. Out of everything we've seen, I prefer 6 or 7. 7 is slightly darker. Morgan is saying I should be registered as a person with a disability because I'm left-handed. That is very offensive. And I am going to call you out. You know, left-handed people, we even have our own national holiday. That is on August 13th. August 13th is when we celebrate all the left-handed people. So on August 13th, Morgan, I'm expecting a gift from you. I'm expecting a gift from you on August 13th. We are driving towards the dark clouds, but it's okay, we're good. After this, I've realized we haven't done some ATS, that is American Trucks, Euro Truck Simulator, in a very, very long time. I think we've gone about 2 months without doing it, so I'm going to pop into the game, not streaming, of course, just to pop in to see if it's running well, to see if the mods are okay. I'm still on version 1.57 on ETS2, and then I'll also test the what do we call it, the face tracking or the head tracking, just to confirm it's working. Possibly maybe on Sunday we'll jump in ETS2. I've realized we've done 18 streams when it comes to American Truck, but on Euro Truck we are very dry. But we started very hot when it came to ETS. You remember we did 7 straight ETS2 streams, and then we jumped into American Truck, and since then we've never left. So yeah, I'll go and give it a look. I don't know whether we do it. I'm trying to think between Friday, Saturday and Sunday. But in those 3 days we have all the time in the world. Tomorrow we'll start streaming at 4, we'll stop at 11. Hopefully I should drop that in, hopefully. And then on Saturday, same thing, 4 to 11 p.m. And then on Sunday is a bit crazy because I'm working on Sunday. So maybe Sunday is the best time we can pop into ATS 2 for maybe 2 hours. So possibly Sunday. Yeah, possibly Sunday we'll do a Euro Truck 2 stream. So you guys keep an eye on it. I'm tempted to update it to 1.59, but that would mean I wouldn't get all the mods in time. So yeah. Mkwe rada wazito. Physics hizi magari ni so bad. That is the AI buses. I think they look very, very odd. And they also take the turns very, very odd. In a very, very unrealistic manner. It doesn't even look real whenever they are taking turns. Morgan, I'm going to sue you, FYI, for the left-handed comment that you left. Venye the bus is going to turn in a very, very odd way. Look. international border. I'm sending a message to anyone and everyone that said I don't like Mexico. This is me going to Mexico right now. Hola, wey. ¿Qué pasa, wey? ¿Cómo estás? Bien, bien, gracias. ¿Sí? Bro, I think I'm on the wrong lane. We are inside Mexico. Pause. I want to jump to the other side. Probably have to bully my way through. I've heard that 13th August, you people will be left behind. are a sick and twisted person, Morgan. Very, very sick and twisted. Almost made me miss my exit up. Am I right? No. You're all left. Na leo mbona na stall gari? What's happening? Mbona leo nimestall engine twice. Unajua if that was in real life hiyo engine imekufa hivi. It happened the first time we nini. I don't know why I've done that choice. I'm neither sick nor twisted. You're a sick individual for saying left-handed people are disabled. We will come after you when the right time comes. When the right time comes. Of course, at the right time. I think nafaa nitafute mode ingine. AI cars they are misbehaving a lot. Leo zina break sana unexpected. course at the right time. Yeah, at the right time. Tijuana. We are going to Tijuana. Funny enough, Mexico hakuna traffic mingi kama venye ile traffic tulikuwa tuna face huko America. Ndio kuna place tuliface ni kule kwa mountains. Somewhere we faced a lot of traffic. Have 15 kilometers remaining. Wanasema I'll cover that in 22 minutes. And the delivery bado we have 3 hours ahead. We're 3 hours 54 minutes ahead of time. La. Jamaa ameingia kwa mawe. Jamaa amekula hiyo turn very quickly. Ameingia kwa concrete. Jamaa ameingia concrete hapo. Jamaa ameingia kwa concrete. Just as I've said, hakuna traffic. Mi gente in Mexico umeniambia wacha tukuoneshe. Somebody lied. I got a chopper in the car. Sasa tumelose speed sasa. Sasa hapa ni pole pole tu. Pita haraka boss. Sitaki kupoteza speed. Oh lolo, oh no. Huyu sasa ameleta confusion bwana. Huyu jamaa ameleta confusion. Huyu jamaa ameleta confusion. Mbona anakuja mbele yetu? Uzuri amesikia. Uzuri umesikia bro. Ulikuwa unafanya nini? Msewa machocolate za masi unafanya nini bro? Acha mchezo. Si tuko job, unaleta jokes. Huyu jamaa huyu. Watu uzuri amechangamka. Sawa, pia wamelemewa. Gari private mnalemewa aji kwa mlima na hata hamna mizigo shwari. Mko na jokes hadi nyinyi. Mtalemewa aji. Mimi naenda na speed ya 42 juu niko na mzigo. Nyinyi mnaenda na speed limit ni 80 kilometers. Pia nyinyi mnabo. Ni venye mmejipanga vibaya. Kuna wase mnafaa kwa hii lane ya huku ndani. Sijui mbona mnakaa huko. Ni sawa tu, acha tuende pole pole, maybe there is something. Ka engine kamejikaza, kaleme. Nifurahisha venye imehandle. Sikia kuna msee anakula doba hapo. Hadi msee wa Mercedes huo unaenda kujifungia na huko ndani. Tupande hii tushuke number 4. Sasa wale wawili pale mbele ni wengine wanaenda kuconfuse mtu. Zuri ule jamaa ako pale mbele unaona amejikaza. Mse wa tanka amejikaza akajiondoa. Tufungue jam kidogo. Najua kuna jam mingi sana tumefunika hapo nyuma. Sasa majamaa wapite pite. I think choka hata sisi tumepoteza speed kidogo. Sasa wasa private waroke. Naona in 400 meters will be there, so altitude is 1700 meters above sea level. Yeah, we may make it, guys. So now we are becoming better and better when it comes to hill climbing. Not the way we were a couple of streams ago, where we struggled so much. Remember the last time we were here in Mexico, we struggled a lot. Tijuana. Jamaa siapite bana, endi anatuweka. So private amejificha hapa kando yangu. Sijui mbona ameng'ethia hivi. Maana ndemoa na mchezo. Tecate. We won't make it to Tijuana. Whoa. Just ignore what happened. It's better for everyone. We just assume that didn't happen. Okay, I'm becoming a bit crazy. Let me settle down. Just settle down. Okay. Done so well to get to this point. There's no need to start getting carried away when we are this close. Only 2 kilometers remaining. surely we can't make a mess now. Morgan anasema we saw it. We are seeing you fluffing like a sick. Morgan anasema we seen it. VAR check iko area. It's understandable though. Morgan is always there to crucify me. As a matter of fact, I think he's working against our goals. What the fuck? I was too busy checking the other side. I think I performed very poorly in the last 10 kilometers. Last 10 kilometers were very, very poor. I don't know what happened. Loss of concentration or something. I'm concentrating very, very poorly in the last 10 kilometers. It's okay. We've arrived. Very poorly packed. It's been a long journey though. Yeah. Good work. Yeah. I knew I messed up. Na hii damage yote imekuja in the last 10 kilometers. Funny enough. Haija happen hata in the previous nini. Ime happen in the last nini. Last 10 kilometers. We're not doing any other. Unfortunately, guys, we won't be doing any other delivery. I have to go and take a rest. I'm happy though with how we've conducted ourselves. Other than the last 10 kilometers, of course. So yeah, the truck is here. I'm sure Messi wants to take your penalty. Morgan, that is such an L comment from you. You're criticizing the greatest of all time. Massive, massive L for Morgan. I don't know, maybe next time when you guys pop in, that is tomorrow, we'll be on a different track. Acha tuangalie hizi tracks zingine zenye ziko area. So sahi we are on the pit. That is on the pit glider. Yenye iko hapa. The one we are driving. So next option is either the highway killer. Let me show it to you. So next option is either we jump on the highway killer. It looks like this. I know it looks the same because I don't know how to pimp my tracks. But let me show you the interior. Maybe the interior is going to sway you guys. But I'm feeling Kenworth iko na mirrors zake, they are too squeezed. So that is one of the options that we have. Either we'll be on the Kenworth W900. That is tomorrow when you guys come back. Or we jump on the freight liner. Freight shaker, that is. Let me show it to you. Again, it's black. If you know how to pimp the trucks, maybe you can text me and maybe you can do something. I don't know how to pimp the trucks. That's why they are all black. But I have a lot of what paint jobs. You can see they are here. So there's a lot of options. The only problem is that I'm not good when it comes to pimping the trucks. So maybe someone can assist on that one. You see all these ones. Look at something like this. This one looks good. We take it and we make it pink. I like this pink color. Gloss color, multicolor, okay. And then there's this one. So if you know how to pimp the tracks, you can tell me. But Morgan, that is such a poor comment on Messi. I'm very, very annoyed with what you've said about my guy Messi. Yeah, a lot of paint jobs here. The only problem is I'm not good at this. I ain't good at this shit. So this is the Freightliner. That is how it looks on the inside. Those are the mirrors. Yeah, that's another option. Or we can jump on the... Yes, we need to cancel. Or we jump on the what do we call it? Dome 379. Again, it's black because unfortunately I'm not very good at pimping. This is another one. Another option that we have, that is. Also has a lot of options we can choose. You can see there's a lot of paint jobs here. Ooh la la, this one looks delicious. Let's see how it looks on the inside. Oh, so it changes everything, including the color of the steering wheel. Ah, it changes everything. Oh. So yeah, that's just a couple of options that we have. A lot of good options. The only problem again is I'm not good at this shit. But I think it's because I prefer a what interior. I prefer a black interior on the inside. So you're gonna gold killer pal including the gear stick. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the transmissions are there. So yeah, tuko na options mingi sana ya tracks. Cancel, yes, cancel. But I'm feeling like we do the Cascader, the not Cascader, the Freightliner Shaker. That is the Excel. This one, I'm really missing it a lot. So maybe we'll jump on it. I'll go and test it out in a few minutes. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. 3 hours 15 minutes on the clock. Tomorrow we'll be back same time doing the same thing from what time? From the same time, 4 p.m. or 4. Today we started at 4:45. Okay, today we were a bit fraudulent, but it's okay. I came off work late today. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate your support. Yeah, we're still learning, we're still growing, which is very, very encouraging. Every day I think someone new is commenting, someone new is subscribing, so I really appreciate all the support. This is one of the worst comments Morgan has ever left on this channel. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good evening, good morning, or yeah, good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching this. Adios. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Goodbye for now.